Three, two, one. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a video about things that you probably did not know or already did know about Rainbow Six Siege. These are all the things that I have noticed while playing the game. I got the game uh, soon after Season 3 released. For me, the game is just awesome, and especially after patch 5.2, amazing things have happened. Buff nerfs that were needed to balance out the game finally happened, and I'm so happy for that patch. So today I thought just to make a quick video, it's really not quick, but just to make a good video about all the things that you should know about Rainbow Six Siege and to keep in mind while playing this game. So let's get started. Number 1, the recruit setup. I made a video about the specific setup maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I'm gonna keep a link down in the description for you to watch and have a good idea about it. But if you have a good recruit setup and works for you, that's awesome. If you don't have one, I suggest that you watch this video. I also discuss the option that sometimes your game glitches out or your internet just lags out, so you have to keep in mind you must always have a good setup just in case you did not pick an operator, so you can run with that setup. That's a very important aspect of this recruit setup. So that's it for number 1. Moving on to number 2, the first operators to unlock. I also made a video about the first operator to unlock for the attacker side and the defender side, and I'm also gonna keep a link in the description down. If you already passed that point, that's awesome. This step 2 is dedicated for new players. If you want, I'm gonna keep a link in the description for that video. You can go and check that out. Number 3, the first operators to unlock from Year 1 DLCs. For me, and this is just my opinion, but I almost unlocked all the operators. I just have the last 2 defenders, which is Val and Kavera. The first operator to unlock for the DLC on the attacking side, Buck. He's good. Good sidearm, good gadget, which is the nade. The skeleton key is amazing. It doubled down as a sledge, basically, and also a shotgun for close encounters with enemy. His assault rifle, the C87, I really can't remember the name, is just a beast. He is just a good operator. That one is on the attacking side. On the defending side, you have Echo. He has basically an invisible camera. His drone doubles as an invisible camera and also just an entry denial device, just to keep the enemy from planting or entering the objective room. Good sidearm, which is the bearing 9, and also a good solid MP5 ST with the access to the ACOG, so you can go for those headshots. Number 5, you need to finish the situations, all of them, and the terrorist hunt. They will give you enough experience to handle yourself in the multiplayer, and they are very important for you. So I suggest that you finish them all, get all stars in all of the situations. Also finish Article 5, which is you can finish it online. That is just a good beginning to the game, so I suggest that you do that first before entering the multiplayer. Number 6, it's a pretty simple one. Just watch the Ubisoft tutorials. You will get 200 renown for each videos. There are 3 videos right now. I don't think they added any new ones. So just watch them. They will give you a good understanding of the game and the destruction in it. And also you get 200 renown for each video. That is 600 renown, which will come very handy, especially for new players. Number 7, map knowledge is key. I suggest that you go into the terrorist hunt and just try out all the different maps. Try to get as much as understanding for these maps as you can. The high spot, the spoil location for the objective, hostage, disarm bomb, etc. Just have a good understanding of each map and how each map is laid out. It will help you a lot, especially in ranked game matches. Number 8. Not all sights work for all players. Some players use the ACOG on most of their weapons, some use the holo sight, etc. You just have to find out which sight works for you and your game style. Some players like to stay far, some play aggressively, some like a specific task of sight to work on all their weapons. You don't have to go in online and see the best sight out there, you just have to find out the one that works for you. I suggest that you just try a weapon for a time, see if the first sight that you unlocked for this weapon works for you or not, and then go in and try a different one. This process will take some time, but trust me, it's worth it. Number 9. Not all weapon attachments work for all weapons, meaning that some weapons will benefit from adding the muzzle brake or the vertical grip, etc. Not all setup work for all weapons. You just have to find the best setup for each gun that works for you and your playstyle. You just have to keep that in mind. Number 10. Always go for the headshot. Whether you are using an assault rifle, a DMR, a side gun, any gun in the game, always go for the headshots. The headshot is the key to win Rainbow Six Siege. Number 11. Always be patient. Just waiting maybe a second or two will determine whether you come out for a firefight, alive or death. Sometimes you just have to wait a couple of seconds for the enemy to come to you or to find out where the enemy is coming from. Number 12. If you are a new player to Rainbow Six Siege, I suggest that you do not enter the multiplayer until you reach level 10. Just go and finish the situations and also the terrorist hunt. You will have little experience, but this little experience will help you a lot, especially when you go in against really good players in the multiplayer. Number 13. The objective is more important than kill. Hostage, bomb, or secure the area. Always go for the objective, do not go for the kill. If you see the hostage and you have a clear opening to grab it, grab the hostage and run. If you have a clear opening to secure the area, secure it. If you have a clear opening to plant the diffuser, plant it. The objective is always more important than kills. Number 14. You have additional 10 seconds over the preparation phase. I have calculated while playing all the different maps in this game that it takes for the attackers almost plus 10 seconds, but I will keep a 10 seconds minimum threshold. So if the preparation phase starts at 44 seconds, you have 54 seconds until the attackers reach the defense or the objective room. Keep that in mind while going for the preparation phase, and also this additional 10 seconds will just give you enough time maybe to put down the armor, find a good spot, or just hold down an angle. Number 15. Always go for the long flank. Even if you are alone, always go for the long flank because the attackers might not see that one coming. And even if they are attacker expecting that someone will come from that flank, usually there is only one player, mostly two. You can handle 1 or 2 players at a time, but you can't handle more than 3 or 4. So always go for the long flank. You will save your team. The round and win. Also, you will have a kill or 2 more than your average team player because you went for the long flank, and you will basically be a nuisance to the defending team because they have to now watch out from both sides, you and the rest of your teammates. Number 16. Always approach the building with care because a lot of players are now trying to spawn kill, especially if they have Jaeger or Bandit on the defending team. So approach it with care, take a couple seconds to check out the windows and go then for the objective. Number 17. Do not spawn kill. 90% of the time you will get killed, so it's just bad. You will not help your teammates, especially if you will not help your teammates on the defending side if you get killed at the first couple of seconds. So 90% of the time it won't work. I suggest that you don't do it. Number 18. Make sure that you have the most powerful sidearm that you can get your hands on. If it's a single shot, make sure that you have the most powerful single shot pistol that you have, much like the Magnum or the Desert Eagle. If you have an SMG, I suggest that you go with it because it's just better. The high rate of fire will compensate for the lack of damage for a single shot. Number 19. Put laser sights on all sidearms. The laser sight will reduce the fire spread on your weapon, and in most situations you will have fire because it's a panic situation, so the laser sight will come very handy for you. Number 20. If you are spotted, change your position. Whether you are on the attacking team or the defending team, if you are spotted, immediately change your position. There is a high good chance there is an enemy around the corner and he will take advantage of that life tag or that spot to kill you, even sometimes to shoot you throughout a wall. 21. What is the peeker's advantage? The peeker's advantage basically, because we live in the real world and you are connected over the internet. Internet in most cases it will perform maybe 90% of its intended power, so there is always going to be a latency due to network issues, etc., an infinite number of reasons. So sometimes your bullets does not register as it should. So someone who is peeking or strafing really hard and you maybe land a headshot on them, that headshot might not register because he was moving so fast and the internet is not that good. So that is basically the biggest advantage. So if you see someone strafing, don't engage him, don't peek him, let him come to you, hold the tightest angle possible, and make sure that you are in a position when he tries to peek you, he does not have as much space nor as much speed to peek as he intended to do. This basically means hold down the tightest possible angle and let him come to you so he will be exposed to your line of fire before even have the time to his time reaction to kill you. I know this sounds hard, but you must implement this on Rainbow Six Siege, especially in the multiplayer. When you see someone peeking, don't engage him, let him come to you. I know it's hard, I know that you want to peek him, but it's probably for the best even if you are an attacker. 22. If you are downed, always move to a secure position. Whether you are an attacker or a defender, if you are down, do not stay in the same position and yellow tag yourself asking your teammates to come. You will danger yourself and your teammates to get kills. You always have to move to a safe location, whether towards your teammates or just in a corner where you know the enemy can't get you from a distance. 23 is pretty straightforward and basic. Do not team kill, whether it was by accident or on purpose. I suggest that you don't do it because it will cost you the match. 24. Say sorry if you team kill by accident. If you are an attacker or a defender, a fellow teammates just goes into your line of fire. He does not realize that you are firing or holding that angle. It's okay, but when the rounds ends, just send him a message saying, hey dude, I'm sorry, you were on my line of fire, did not realize you were there. If he is a decent player and a decent person, he will say, okay, it's okay, it won't happen again, and all is good. Because a lot of time, if you don't say you're sorry, a lot of teammates, a lot of guys will think that you did it on purpose and they will team kill you in the next round. Number 25. Shotguns are good as their operators. Shotguns are not good for a standard operator unless you are a player who basically or just main use shotguns for his all operators. You're gonna find it very difficult to maybe move from an assault rifle on the attacking team or an SMG on the defending team and just go basically to a shotgun because you think it's powerful. Shotguns are powerful, but they are only as good as the player behind them. You have to keep that in mind while playing the shotgun. Number 26. Shields are not that good. I see a lot of new players going for the recruit shield, or maybe unlocking first mountain or blitz, or even using the shield that Views have. Shields are not that good. You basically have a pistol with hipfire capability to kill an enemy. And when you try to go to ADS, you basically leave your head exposed. Even sometimes a player just like spraying on your shield will get a lucky headshot on you. So shields are not that good. You have to be a very specific player to play shields, so I suggest if you're a new player, don't come near them unless you want to main shields for a future gameplay. 27. This point goes to all you new players who joined us, maybe probably after season 4. It's okay if you are new to the game. You'll get good. I remember when I first got the game, I was getting killed by the dozen. Probably after I end a match, I was lucky if I got in a kill or two. Now I will finish up a match with maybe getting 5, 6, 7, sometimes even to 10 kills in a match. So you just have to bear with it and take your time to be good. Number 28. Do not troll. Trolling is very bad, especially in games like this. But it will cost you the match for your team. There will be a lot of team killing after the trolling moment. Some players will leave the match, leaving probably 1 or 2 players to basically go against 5 or 4 players. It's just in every scenario, trolling will not end good, so I suggest that you don't do it. Number 29, which is going to be the last point for this video. Just have fun. It's a video game. You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to have those funny moments, those funny clutches, those funny glitches, as you can say. So have fun. Try to not ruin the game for the rest of your teammate by just getting killed at the first or team killing or whatever. Just have fun with the game. It's a really good game, and every match I go in, it's basically an entire different match. Nothing is basically the same because each player is unique. Their playstyle is very unique. So you're gonna have a very good time and a very good time playing this game because every round is different and every round is unique. You will never get bored of Rainbow Six Siege. That's why I love it. It's basically always different, always changing. So guys, have fun. If you find this video helpful or somewhat enjoyable, like this video. If you don't, dislike this video. Also subscribe to my channel for more. I'm going to be doing one of these videos very soon, probably all the things that you did not know about all the operators. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video.